Hey guys, I'm RiggyRob, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. So, it's been a while since I last played, and I was able to rewatch what I did last time, and I think I've learned a couple of things. So the first thing is I need to save before I talk to anyone, because for any situation where I could take health damage or morale damage, that would be the end of the game. And linked to that is this. So I put 1 point into Psyche, which means I have 1 point of Volition, and that means I believe that I can only get a maximum of 2 points in Volition, so this can only ever max out at 2. Obviously you can have, equipment, or I guess there are skills that you can add through reading books or something like that. But anyway, 2 I'm working on is the maximum that I can have for Volition. So this is the most important thing to upgrade next, because I died because I took morale damage from talking to Kuno and didn't heal myself in time. So I went back and I went back and got the gloves from the gardener. So I'll just go ahead and put those on now. Yeah. And the other thing is I also figured out that if you save and reload, you get another opportunity to test out the skill checks. So for example, this check here, which is regarding boot tracks, I actually ended up taking morale damage from this as well, which is why I ended up dying because of Kuno. So I can have a look at the footprints, 8 pairs.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Now, last time I tried the visual calculus check. It said 83%, but I failed it. So let's see if we get it right this time.
Maybe
We
more
did.
than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Alright, let's go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46.
Okay, number 46. That sounds like we can tie it to specific people.
2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 43. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46.
Wait, which is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them.
Fair enough. Alright, let's count more.
5. Another standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44.
Okay, so 2 people wearing the same pairs of shoes. Alright. Well, same style of shoes at least.
6. An aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Same make of boot, but number 41.
Okay. So number 44 might be the European size then. So male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
I'm pretty good at this, aren't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way.
Alright, let's count the rest.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. Number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms.
So most likely they were the person that was carrying the body to hang on to the tree.
8. And yet another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many?
The lieutenant's been tracking your eye movement. 8, 400 million, or say nothing. Well, I mean, that's the question. Just say 8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
Ah, yeah, the same guys are going back and forth, or you were way up, way. No, they were same guys going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
What's hyperopia? Anyway, so we can point to the number 41 shoe, which is light, point to the 200 kilogram one, which is heavy, point to the aberration where one is smooth than the other, and how old do you think these tracks are? And we'll just go down the list, I guess.
A woman or a kid?
I don't think there's any way to be sure, yeah.
Understood. Anything else?
A heavy one.
200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
That's what I thought.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
One of them was carrying him over. Maybe it was a giant. It could have been an extremely obese person. I mean, are we trying to be funny for Kitsuragi? I don't know. Let's just be straightforward with him. This is the first time we're interacting with him in a crime scene, so let's be straightforward.
Possibly, yes.
Lieutenant marked something down in his notebook.
But why?
But why? You're thinking, why did they have to carry him?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
Maybe the victim refused to walk to his own lynching. Maybe the victim wasn't conscious. Our reading of the prints could be wrong. I mean, if you're going to refuse to walk to your own lynching, chances are you're going to put up a fight. So chances are they weren't conscious.
Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between two men. Anyway, it's for
I
future
guess we've got a point,
consideration.
actually.
What else can you
So
see?
if we go through the other
200.
chain then.
He might be right.
So, carrying him over.
But why?
Why did he have to
Yes,
carry
they
him?
could have
Maybe he
used
refused
a
to walk to his own
makeshift-
lynching.
You have a point there. Anyway, it's something to consider. What else can you see?
Okay, same thing. So, an aberration, one soul smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the odd soul.
Do you have any ideas, Lieutenant?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
A drummer? That's stupid. Or one of the people we're looking for is a drummer. I mean, would you be a drummer in work boots?
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer.
Yeah.
Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
I have never thought that you would wear out your shoes because you drive with the accelerator on the right. I suppose that depends on how often you're using the accelerator. But it makes sense, actually, because we use our left foot to do the clutch. So, yeah, if you're not changing gears all the time. Nod thoughtfully. I was actually thinking the exact same thing. If only I had come up with that idea. Yeah, let's nod thoughtfully.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes, prudent, or I'm not sure we don't want to attract too much attention. I think that's fine. Yes, prudent.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, how old do you think the tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Revachol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Alright, good work, Kitsuragi.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
Okay, so, what do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Okay, and we gained experience for that. Wow.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy.
I don't like where it's going with the logic of saying, this is easy. I mean, we've got a lot of points in visual calculus, yes, but that doesn't mean that we should be, getting too overconfident. I think we have a firm understanding of what happened here.
The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself.
Either way. What else?
Okay, I think we've pretty much covered everything we need to do. So we've been through all of it and leave. What's going on? Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposes. Now, if I remember rightly, this had a healing item inside. Yes, magnesium. So, I can now heal 2 points of volition if I need to. Someone's trying to grow herbs. And this was a check that I think we failed. No, it's a winch mechanism that's been oxidizing for some years. Can we see this? No, we can't. This is the one where we failed.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Okay, so the other thing that I think I learned last time is regarding these checks. So, double one always loses, Snake Eyes, and double six always wins. So, I believe, in theory, that means that you should always have a 3% chance of failing a check, and you should always have a 3% chance of being able to do a check, because double one always wins and double six always loses. Now, with this one, we have perception of 4, which is our that's our skill, I believe. Yep, we've got 4 perception. But the check itself is 11. So we're adding 4 to whatever our roll is, which is why this is roughly even, because there should be, you know, a roughly even number of combinations on the dice roll to be above 11 than there is below it. So let's try it and give it a go. 58%.
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes.
Right, now the reason why I said yes is because I failed this last time, and I also just accidentally healed, but never mind. Actually, let's go check, actually. Can I heal more volition than I currently have? No, I can't, okay. So the thing that I was trying to do is if I can see whether the actual check that I tried has a value to it. I don't believe I can. Because I think I noticed that in certain games, certain versions of this game, you can actually mouse over the check. But it doesn't seem like I can do this on this. So.
Rhythmic pattern calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff.
Interesting. I don't remember it healing morale last time, but oh well. So, it is locked. We need to put skill points into perception to open this white check. But I think it's more likely that we just need to, you know, equip something that gives us more perception. So we'll leave it be. Alright, so let's... else I can... there's a bucket. Am I traps? Right, looks like this might actually be a fence that I can't walk past. Unless it's on the other side of the door that I no longer do. Okay. Well, anyway, let's have a look at the tree. This kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. Have a look at the body itself.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down or turn away.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
God, what is that? Why is it so bad? And endurance legendary. So the skill check is 14. My endurance is 2, so it's very unlikely that I'll pass this check. But I do have a 3% of passing it because double six always wins. But yeah, let's see. I believe this is a white check, right? Interesting. Why the white check?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
I mean, I'm not going to try and actually test
It's
it.
about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
The cop's gonna blow. Let's go of your nose without throwing up. No. I think, if anything, I'll probably take morale damage from throwing up in front of the kids. So, let's just leave. Right, and before I talk to Kuno again, I'm gonna check everything around here first.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags."
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container. Might be stuff inside.
Well, it is a container. Maybe you're prioritizing it.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or...
No or pry bar, or lieutenant? Or lieutenant?
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Alright, so we can go back to the guy at the bar, most likely.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
Fair enough. Alright, let's leave. And just on the outside. The letter R wears a crown. On the ribbon below, a light above descending. Okay. Right, so let's just double check what we've got. So we've got the end of day debrief. So you can answer any lingering questions we may have about the case, joining him on the balcony after 10 o'clock when you're calling it a day. So this is a time-limited one. Okay. We can also call the station's Lazarus. You can use Kim's motor carriage to make the call, and we can open the trash container. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Kuno. But first, I'm going to save our game. And this is a full save, but I'll also do a quick save as well, just because I have a feeling that you want to do quick saves more often. Let's save it, yeah, okay. Right, let's see how this goes. Hello, Kuno.
Kuno's got this.
Can't be older than 12.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno.
Hey kid, a word, police business. A moment of your time, please. I'm not getting into this right now. No, we need to be upfront, police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
The children ignore you.
Love it in the dick.
Oh yeah, I remember that line last time because it was censored out.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Hold on, what does that mean? Stop throwing rocks at my crime scene. Stop using slurs at my crime scene. That's not how we do it. So this sounds a bit whiny. This sounds like I don't know what's going on. So let's say stop using slurs.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Right, so this is a physical check. I'm probably going to fail this.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
I don't remember this being a check last time. And that was an easy check on electrochemistry. Okay, you see what now?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kuno. Ride the lightning, Kuno.
Kuno's riding at sea.
Sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Wow, even for a 12-year-old, this guy's dumb. Kim, what should we do? Are you kid siblings? Kid, you want to hang out? I'm not a narc. Look, I have questions for you. I don't have time for this. Let's see what Kim says.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
Oh, you don't get your hands dirty, do you?
You will see.
Will I?
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Okay, so this is the clue that we're not really going to get anything useful out of it. But I suppose if you were going for it, you could say, hey, I want to get some drugs. But let's see what we got. Are you kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He throws another rock.
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Right, look, I have questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Alright, so it's a motorics check.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
Okay. The body, what do you know about it? About the crime scene, do you often play in the yard? I've got to ask, who's Kuno? So, the body.
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Yeah, he's just being brazen about, you know, pretending to know.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Oh, maybe not.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Let's see. Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
Okay.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
You don't know anything? I mean, who he was before he died.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all.
That's fair
Trying
enough.
to make Kuno sing into the popo phone.
Okay. You know how it go up there? I mean, if he's saying he's not a snitch, he's probably not going to tell me anything. We'll see.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
Why are you busy down the road?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay. Where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking
He's got no idea. He looks around trying to come up with something.
Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Okay.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
So I can point out that Night City doesn't exist, or I can ask him where is it, or okay about the dead body. Let's indulge him. Where is Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Okay, good to know.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Alright, let's go
Probably
through the
Clark.
chain.
You heard I don't mess up.
There is no Night
Alright,
City
so
anywhere.
if we
That
say it
sounds
doesn't
like the name of a
exist,
city
what
in some-
happens?
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head. You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to?
Yes.
Oh, don't tell him that, Kuno. It's lame.
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's City. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame.
I forget he's 12. Okay.
Lame.
That's the name of Kuno's City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
Okay.
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If it's important, it'll come up later. Focus on the case.
Sure. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Okay. Let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
You're testing my patience?
Get lost.
Alright, I want to discuss the body again, or the crime scene. Go ask who. Alright, so it's just going to go back to the thing that we
fuck
could talk
about
about? Yeah, okay.
You're
Alright, so let's talk about something
Get
else.
lost.
Do you often play in the yard?
right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
Wooden choo-choo. Okay, I don't see a train. So, is that ladder yours? What's in the greenhouse? I was wondering about the trash container. There's a stack of eternite. I might have questions later. Check the ladder.
No, it's not fucking Kuno's. It's ancient. Look at it.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno. He says you climb the ladder up to your magic tree house.
I mean, you did say you play with a little wooden choo-choo, so...
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic treehouse.
Okay. What's in the greenhouse?
Dunno. Kipta's gardener used to work there.
Oh, so he knows the gardener. Interesting.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Okay. So, don't refer to the gardener as Kit. Hold on, the gardener used to work there? Or you mean the young woman by the whirling in rags, that's gardener? Right, the gardener used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
Couldn't handle the heat. Okay. So you mean the young woman by the whirling in rags?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
He looks you in the eye and nods as if agreeing with himself.
Yeah, her.
Yeah, her.
What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March?
Interesting. So this is the first time I've had a skill check give me an optional task, I think. I should ask her about it, or not important right now. I'll ask her about it. Why not?
Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
So I'm still trying to figure out what the best way for me to play this game is. Is it to try and roleplay as the type of character that I'm currently, specialized in? Or do I want to try and test out all the things and just reload if things go mega wrong? I think I will try and see as much as I can just to see what there is. So, I was wondering about the trash container.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig.
Is that his? Someone might have stashed something in there, maybe there's even a lead. Okay, enough about this, Kuno. I've got other matters to address. There's a lead.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Why the fuck are you telling this shit to Kuno?
Okay, what was
Don't
the other
be
option?
wondering about...
Other matters?
Of course you do,
Yeah,
fuckface.
okay. Anyway, so there's a stack of
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind, lazy dinks.
Okay. Encyclopedia check?
He's hiding something.
Ooh, he's lying. Are you hiding something? Or it sounds legitimate, let's move on. You hiding?
Pig, if Kuno was hiding something, it would be hidden.
Hmm.
But it is not hidden, is it, sire? You picked up on it. You should examine the pile of roofing material again.
We will do that. Okay, I've got other questions.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
So, more questions about the crime scene?
Yeah, the kingdom of...
Oh no, I've gone through
Yeah,
more.
whatever.
Okay.
Kuno doesn't
So,
give a shit.
who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
Points to his chest with both thumbs.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
So, you refer to yourself in the third person to distance yourself from the situation. You refer to yourself in the third person. Kuno, is that some kind of gang name? Got it? I had another question. Alright, let's see if it's a gang name.
Yeah, Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang. Kuno bangs for Magie, bangs for Mazda, bangs for Revachol.
Madra, Mazda, and Revachol.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
The thing behind the fence starts squealing and shrill, violent like a fire alarm. So, it's interesting because she's not introduced herself as Kuno S, so it's clearly a term referring to the adolescent.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Sound gets louder.
Help! He's got the Kuno help!
Okay, check.
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Yeah, let's just leave.
Yeah, get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit out of you.
Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here, fat boy, before Kuno fucks you.
Morale critical, heal yourself now. So I've got 2 heals here. So if I heal myself, does it just keep ticking down? No, it's done the same thing again. So you actually do have to heal yourself before it
Despair
goes in.
creeps into you.
Right.
Getting fat on your
Okay.
weakness. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
Okay. Let's say they don't
I
deserve
don't
it.
dispute that you have been charged with protecting the people of a particularly challenging district. But poverty does not make one a loser. Poverty is just poverty.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre.
Right,
for
so this
social
is the
realism.
same
Another
ending we
police
had
officer
last
is-
time. Okay, right. So yeah, so when it comes to the thing that damages me, it's not... I guess I didn't actually have more than 1 point of volition, did I? I should have healed myself sooner than that. But the critical damage happened before... It was happening anyway as part of the conversation, so I couldn't actually avoid it once I was in there.